uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom! This is the P90. 1,024 rounds per minute. A time to clear a level 2 vest of 0.234 seconds. That is, in case you're wondering, the best of any SMG. A bullet speed of 770 meters a second, which is better than all the 7.62 ARs. This is a gun that breaks all the rules PUBG Mobile put in place for SMGs. Probably be very tasty. The one thing that it doesn't have is the ability to mount attachments. But I'll be honest, that doesn't seem like a big deal because it leads in so many categories. It is the SMG with the fastest time to clear a level 2 vest at 0.234. That is faster than all the other SMGs. It's faster than all of the ARs. In fact, it's one of the fastest times to clear a level 2 vest. Now, why do we use the level 2 vest as a way of figuring out the power of a weapon? Well, we don't really define the level 2 vest test as everything. It's just a guide. It's an arbitrary number. Some people use damage per second. Other people use, like, you know, stopping power, as in how quickly it will clear a level 3 helmet, and it's all much of a muchness. But what you need to understand is that in terms of raw armor clearing, this thing's monstrous. And because it has mid-level AR bullet speed, you can even hit targets that are driving past you from left to right, not just directly at you. What about this legend doing the old sneaky peeky out of the back of the buggy? Love your work. It's a weird thing that this gun also does. I don't know how to explain this because it hasn't happened in a while, but it used to happen all the time when I died to this weapon. Oh, I mean, just look at this thing. Look at this thing go. I'm going to stop this clip and show you something. This is insane. I mean, this is insane. And this is one of the reasons why this gun is so crazy. Let's rewind that just a touch. Okay? Watch the hip fire. Watch the freaking hip fire. Why ADS? Why ADS? The ability of the P90 to hip fire targets nearly as accurately as it can ADS targets. It's wild. Look at it. Oh, something else. You should use MP7s in your backpack as your pistols because they're awesome when you're running P90s and things to not waste ammunition thirsting targets. Watch the hip fire on this. This has to be clutch, right? It has to be clutch. No problems. Headshots. Headshots for days, lads. Headshots like they're going out of style. Headshots. Who needs anything but P90 hip fire? It's got explosive limb damage. You've got 19.3 limb damage. If you have to ADS, it does the job like an absolute champion. The only weapon you will struggle with is in extraordinary close quarters. You wonder what gun I'm talking about. That dickhead of a gun. No one likes you. No one likes you. I like you. It's surprising to me. Oh yeah, the P90 that happens all the time for me with the P90. Hasn't happened for a bit, but it used to happen constantly and it still happens occasionally. I just haven't kept the footage of it. Is as you're running around a corner and you think you're safe, you'll then die and your box will appear back around the other side of the corner. That happens more with the P90 than it does for me against any other weapon. And it's due to a couple of factors. One is I play generally on high ping. That's not a real surprise. I'm playing from Australia. I'm on 100 milliseconds here. That's very, very good ping for me, right? If you're going to get hit by desync and you're firing a weapon that fires at 1,020 rounds a minute and does, what is it, 35 damage? 31.4, 35 base damage. Yeah, it does 35 base damage. And it also has a very high bullet speed. You're going to hit a lot of rounds that the server is going to send to you after you're safe. I mean, if you equate it to, it's firing around, I'll tell you right, it's firing around every 0.05 seconds, right? So not a tenth of a second, but a 20th of a second. So if you get around a corner in 0.3 of a second later, you're dead. That's because 6 rounds from a P90 just landed in that time. So it's this horrible thing with the P90 where you're fighting it and you think you're safe and then you're dead and you're not safe at all. I will point out, I went on a rampage in this game. This is the same game I re-round in Pachinki, and I waltzed through a squad there with the P90 hipfire. And McDingling was in my ear yelling, "He's behind the car, he's behind the car!" I just ran straight past the car. And there is literally a guy lying down behind the car that I completely missed. And that's why I lost the game, despite having 15 kills and like 3,000 damage. And absolutely rinsing everyone. He's behind me. I just ran past him. McDingling's like, behind the car! Yes. So I think, considering I just did a video called Weapons Tiers of PUBG Mobile, or S-Tier Weapons of PUBG Mobile. This is, I think, the best weapon in PUBG Mobile. Now, it's not as good as an AWM at range, fine. But you've got to have a number one. It's not as good as a DBS if you only get to take one shot. Great. But you've got to have a number one. You can hip fire this thing at 20 meters and it's going to freaking headshot the crap out of someone. Like, there's your DBS. You get one shot. If you miss it, you're dead. Like, it's so hard to argue against the P90 as the monster, the Ayatollah of rock and roller. That's fine. What a weird thing it is to see me running M416 and a 6X in my loadout. This is not what you get from me normally. It really isn't. Everyone who watches the channel will know I hate the noob cannon. The M4 and the DBS combo is just absolute bollocks. I think it is the most dumbed down, vanilla, boring gameplay. And it's one of the reasons why I love guns like the P90. P90 is unique. They've taken different varying bullet speeds, rates of fire. They've put a cannon sight that's stock on it. It's listed as an SMG and as SMG hipfire, but you know, it's a true crate weapon, unlike the FAMAS. I'm looking at you. Anyway, if you like these kind of videos that break down the weapons, the ideas, the metas, why not subscribe to the channel? And if you like watching live streams, every Sunday night and every Thursday night, NA time, we're banging away. Also on TikTok, at the Bushka, doing the business. Look after yourselves, boys and girls. Stay safe on the battlefield. Be nice to each other. And just try to use the P90 more. I do like the fact also that they... I knocked the second guy as well. This gun, mate, this gun is an absolute hoax. I do like the fact that they balanced it by giving it a ferociously low amount of ammunition. But if you're like us and you hit drops on the constant, then you're going to find P90s and you're going to find P90 ammo. Yeah, as this guy is about to find out. You don't need to... Oh, he should have pushed me. He really should have pushed me. He was thinking about it. He was getting healthy. Oh, who cares? He's pulled a pin on a grenade. Hey, my buddy.